Brothers and sisters, we are back. Lord Lamont was feeling that beat. Yeah, we are back with another father and son discussion. And as I told current subscribers, new subscribers, yep, welcome in Lord Lamont. And as I told those who listen, current subscriber, new subscriber, my generals, anybody that view, I said we was gonna have a father and son discussion today, and was gonna make it more frequent. We're gonna do these more often. And as I always say, we just trying to inspire other fathers and sons and mothers and daughters to just communicate and talk,
And be yourself, love yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Love your family. Life isn't forever.
Yep, I turn this up a little bit so we can hear Lord Lamont back there.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounding.
Yep, and we are back with another hip hop what ifs. And salute to all the great content creators, the real ones that really putting in the work. And the title we wanted to speak on today, the topic I should say, how can we maintain and thrive in music and or life? We're gonna speak on a little bit of R&B and hip hop. And as you all know, we like to have lists and we'll have little side notes. And I wanted to speak on a book session, as I mentioned before. Book session I want to start having, and my son and I we're going to discuss a lot of things. We'll tie it back into thriving and maintaining. But we wanted to speak on reading books, and as I said, we're gonna have some names of some rappers. We wanted to speak on Lil Durk, and I'm gonna let him start out with some new artists because he's of that new generation. Actually, he's got the best of both worlds. He kind of seen, because he was born a little bit before social media, so he kind of got the best of both worlds. A little bit of the old school and the new school. But I'm not really up on a lot of the new school, so I'm gonna let my son kind of start out on the new school. And again, we're gonna speak on reading books and stuff like that. Books I want to read, and some books he's read a lot of books actually.
We've got a list of books that that we're gonna be reading. If you'd like to tune in and read with us, we'd really appreciate it.
And we're gonna call them book sessions. Yep.
Or fireside chats with the fire books.
Yep. And one of my books was Contender. That's the book I'm gonna start out with. It shows a brother. Shows a brother in the corner.
Contender by?
Yeah, grab it.
By Robert
Lipsight. Grab the other one too, called Game.
And then we also upcoming have Game by Walter Dean Myers.
You think you can pull your chair up a little bit?
Yeah.
I can hear you, but you like kind of off in the distance. Cause I want people to hear you. That's all right. You can just leave it. It's all right, y'all. We moving around in the old studio. I want y'all to hear his voice. He was a little back off a little bit.
You're just probably overthinking it, Pop.
No, I can barely hear you.
Yeah, but it's gonna pick up.
Yeah, but I want you a little closer than that though.
Anyways,
so you can hear your voice loud and clear.
Next book is well, I mean, if they're listening, they'll hear me because I'm speaking plenty loud and clear.
Yeah, but I couldn't hear you that well.
Anyways, the next book is August 1914 by Alexander Solzhenitsyn.
Hennessy? No.
Hennessy. Dreaming of Alexander Solzhenitsyn by Carl W.
What's the title of it again?
The title's August 1914.
That's the title of it? Okay.
Yeah, here's a sketch of him. Looks like a somber guy.
And what does he speak on in that book?
This book, I think,
August 1914.
It's either a fictional, but it might be a non-fictional retelling. The general concept of this novel the author has written came to my mind in 1936 when I was just leaving secondary school. Since then, I have never parted from it, regarding it as the chief artistic design of my life. So it's his life's work.
Oh, okay, cool. You ain't gotta do the whole thing. I know.
I'm just trying to find a brief synopsis of what it's about, just to try to give.
You said that's his life.
Yeah, it was his life's work, just to give the people listening
and it's Alexander
overview of what the book books about.
Right. Alexander.
Solzhenitsyn.
Okay. That'd be
August 1914.
all right. You got Walter Dean Myers, book called The Game. And my goddaughter, it says to Eric from Skylar.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, I spoken in the last podcast. Yep. So we just wanted to bring that up. We're gonna be reading books. I'm gonna have, like I said, I'm gonna start having book sessions where I read books and side notes, and my son and I would discuss things. And
Oh, I see. Here's what it's about. It's about an outbreak in the First World War and the moral concern between Russia's defeat at the Battle of Tannenberg. So I guess it just loosely, what I get out of that is it's about why Russia ended up in, like, because of things in the First World War, I'm assuming, and in the Second World War, why they ultimately switched sides by the end of the conflict. Because the First World War and the Second World War, obviously, they were like...
so that's about World War.
Yeah.
The world war.
It's about the morals of Russia's part in
1914
in the World War, the First World War.
1914.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on over. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna speak on the books and stuff on another podcast because I got to get back into reading. These books around here in my studio collecting dust, as I mentioned before. But we're gonna get to the new generation artists because Lord Lamont, I'm passionate about music, but he knows a little more, a little deeper into the new generation of music. And did you want to start out with your list, or did you want to speak on? We wanted to speak on Lil Durk and any other artist that's in that situation or have been, brother or sister.
Yeah, and we can start there with Schmarkio.
Yep, I like Lil Durk. You know, I hate seeing him going through that crap. Especially after he did that song with J. Cole. I just liked him ever since then.
That song has the most views of any other song.
And it's just,
I didn't know that. Like, at least on YouTube, I was like, holy shit, he's got like 360 million views on that song on YouTube. And that's like 4 times as much as any other song that he has. And, well, maybe the Drake song, Laugh Now, Cry Later. I didn't see how many views that has.
I see he kind of got it. I see that beef thing died down.
Oh, apparently Drake's about to reignite it. He dropped a video.
Oh, man, come on. It was dying down. Kendrick ain't even bothering him anymore.
He's like, all these niggas fucked me over. They all betrayed me. And he put on a lot of people. So from his perspective, he's like, man, I basically made you motherfuckers. And now you teaming up against me.
If you could give Drake advice, what advice would you give him?
I would say keep your friends, your real friends, as close as possible to you and watch your back. Because if these motherfuckers is really snakes like that, which apparently they are. I mean, they're bashing him all over the world. They're calling him a pedophile. They're calling his clique pedophiles and all kinds of goofy ass, crazy, weird shit that, like, niggas kill and die about lesser shit every day.
You think if he just ignored all of it and just kind of went on his own space and just ignored the whole world, you think it? Well, but you gotta
think about how the people would react to that.
I guess I'm thinking of my state of mind. Me, I would just back away from every fucking thing and go off and focus on my music. But that's probably easier said than done.
There's a lot of money that he would lose that way. But right now, stats wise, he is like up there, damn near. I think if he hasn't passed Michael Jackson and like you know,
but he gotta focus on his inner core though. Keep himself right. That stuff can stress you. You know, having that. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. That's what I'm more worried about.
That's why I'm saying he needs to keep his friends close. His real friends as close.
Because that stuff ain't healthy. That stuff is stressful.
And watch his fucking back. Because if these motherfuckers is all teaming up against him like that, then they're gonna be putting their money together trying to get people in his circle to fuck him over, to drop his location.
Right.
They might be trying to look. He went to their hood and fucking.
So what is this new beef song?
Banged his set.
Wow. Yeah. So what is this new beef song?
Right there on Kendrick's block, Crush the Good Kid, Mad City Band. It's
say that again. What you just said.
Oh, in the Family Matters, I feel Drake won the beef because I mean, and this is from an actual beef perspective, not from like a pop star
Right.
perspective. Because as a pop star,
And not
Kendrick,
because you like Drake over Kendrick. You just speaking hyper, just
yeah,
beefing in
yeah,
general. Nothing
yeah,
against Kendrick because we love
exactly,
Kendrick.
right. I
So
love them
anybody
both.
listen to this, we love Kendrick. So
Yeah, we love
we
Kendrick.
don't like.
We
I
love
don't like
Drizzy.
beefing. I don't like the
I'd
beefing
rather
shit.
see them together than
Yeah,
against each
man, it could be
other.
so much more, so much
Honestly.
better.
You know what's crazy is they kind of predicted this shit in a song on Drake's Take Care album, which was his like second major album release.
Now, what do you think about Kendrick saying he messing with young? I mean, if that's true, then you
I
think
think that shit's a fucking lie. I think they're just saying that shit for views. I think one of them, if anything, somebody that's probably only vaguely related to their group, like somebody's fucking cousin's brother
well, you know,
or some shit.
well,
You know
I
what I'm
always
saying?
say,
Probably has some listening. Like doesn't even have like an actual sexual assault.
right.
It's probably something like a fucking minor.
Well, I'm gonna
That
tell you
was
what
like
Bean,
17, lied and
right?
said they
But
were
let me tell you
fucking
what Bean does
18.
know. If he did do anything, God knows.
Exactly.
So that's where I
And
leave
at
it
the
at.
end of the day, exactly. Everybody got to answer to
That's what
God.
keeps me from
And
judging.
that's what Kendrick was kind of saying too about it too. But he was trying to play like he was a fucking saint. And you
Yeah.
know nobody's perfect.
Nope,
but,
nope,
and
nope.
as a pop, like from a pop artist, like he out popped him, which like out pop starred him, which was kind of ironic and clever.
And I
Because
think,
Drake's the bigger artist, so
and I
like
also think,
it's petty as fuck.
and I think the fans and the media really kind of. I'm not saying Kendrick couldn't beat Drake, but I think the media kind of was pushing against Drake and kind of
Absolutely,
made
yeah,
him
yeah. Oh,
lose that beef.
absolutely, yeah, yeah. Hell yeah.
Cause the
I
fans,
agree.
the
The
fans,
way
man.
they dick rode not like us, and he didn't even write the song. Apparently, it's all just Twitter quotes, which is hilarious too. Back to the pop star thing. See, but Drizzy out gangstered him. And see, some people are gonna say, no, he didn't, because with motherfucking Not Like Us, he had everybody in Cali banging the whoop de
Yeah.
whoop, you know,
And it was more of a
two-stepping and
trend
shit.
thing, and everybody was hopping on.
Exactly. But on some real shit though, as soon as they started dissing, Drizzy's first response was, "Okay, bitch ass nigga, you want to say all this shit? I'm flying to your hood," and flew right to his hood.
And that's why I don't like
Diddy
beefing.
bopped on his motherfucking, did his dance on his block. None of his fucking people were out there. Where the fuck was, there was not a motherfucking
Drake really did
gangbanger
that?
outside. Yes.
Wow.
And crushed the minivan that they made from, unless it was a replica that looked just like it, but I think it was the actual.
That was pretty ballsy.
He went and bought, and bought the minivan and just to crush it on the block, bro.
But is all that worth it? This is music, bro.
It's bigger than that, though. I mean, it's, it's bigger than the music
What?
at the end of the day, but
Well,
the music is amazing.
See, and
It's
that,
only gonna make the music greater because in Drake's legacy, like, it's just another thing to add.
okay, now,
His career has been, it's undeniable. His career,
now,
his walk has been phenomenal.
Right.
He's had the best fucking mentor. Lil Wayne, he was blessed. The moment that Weezy was like, oh,
and remember what I
I'm
told you? What Lil
rocking with
Wayne
this
said?
nigga.
Lil Wayne told him to stay away from that.
He did,
That beefing.
absolutely, yeah. Cause look at Lil Wayne, ain't never had no beef with nobody. There's not anybody who's ever been, well, other than Young Thug was the only person that was like, no,
Right.
fuck Lil Wayne.
Right. Yeah. Well, to me, that definitely, because dealing with all that stuff is it takes him away from focusing on what he loves, which is his art.
Right.
And that's
but it can
definitely-
also elevate and enhance it too. I mean, all
Right.
that shit that he's going through.
'Cause-
So I think it's a double-edged sword. I think it just depends on, where his mind's at.
All I know is to maintain and thrive, you gotta miss unnecessary bullshit. That's all I know.
You gotta know when to
Beefing
hold them,
is
know when to
unnecessary
fold them.
unless somebody. Now you're supposed to defend yourself. Now
Right.
somebody disrespecting you.
Absolutely defend yourself
But-
if someone disrespects you.
I mean, if it's beefing, then it's over. But when it keep going and going, and people getting hurt and dying, and you got people dancing on people's
That's when
graves,
you gotta be the bigger
Damn.
person, cause what the fuck? Look at Julio Fulio, rest in
Yeah.
peace. 23, rest in peace.
yeah,
Lil Bibby, rest in peace. So many people I could name off. Like,
Yeah.
the list just goes on and on. King Von, rest in peace. Lil Pab,
All right. Well, we
Rest
gonna
in
go
peace.
go ahead and speak on. Go ahead and start on your list or
And
your,
all of the
your
fallen, God bless the
right. Yep.
dead.
Rest in peace and in power to artists that's not with us, brothers and
Yeah.
sisters. Yep. Male or female. Yep. He got a list of new generation artists that I'm gonna read. I got some gold in school. I'm gonna read. I really didn't. I had some few names I already had wrote. I should have went research some more, but yeah, I'm gonna let Lord Lamont speak on some new generational music. Yeah, we just wanted to speak on beefing a little bit, and we just have our own opinions. We appreciate all artists. We don't have nothing against, so don't nobody get offended by what we say or take it to heart. We love all artists. We just speak on it in general terms. So yeah, what's the first one on your list?
Yeah. The first one I want to mention is also an artist who unfortunately passed away, but Lil Peep, he was white. God rest his soul. In heaven. He was kind of like the Kurt Cobain of hip hop.
Oh yeah.
Like he had his own style, his own flow. It was good.
What was he in his 20s?
He died when he was like, I think 18, 19.
Damn.
He didn't even make it.
You know how many times we hear that? Damn.
But, to get rich at that young of an age, like, bro, when I'm sorry, Pops, when I was like 17, 18, I was like going hard,
Yeah.
so I could only imagine, how much harder I would have been going with all that access to all that money, enough money to buy literally virtually anything.
Lil Peep, rest in peace and in power, Lil Peep. All right.
We've got well, let's speak on the Schmirkio,
Who?
the Lil Durk situation.
Oh, okay.
Schmirkio.
Yeah. I was just speaking on how I was heartbroken. I hate to see him going through that. But he actually he didn't. That's that. I'm thinking of Young Thug. I thought I was gonna say he beat the case, but
he might beat the case apparently, unless it's a rumor. He's pled not guilty, and his lawyers have said, and I don't know if this is true. This is just what Trenches News said.
right. What do you think about when people like the Lil Durk thing? When we hear about, we think about everybody taking his picture and putting it, everybody putting it on their thumbnail. I don't like that. I find something wrong with that.
I think it's a little disrespectful, especially like when so many people will like edit the photos
Right.
to make them look.
Now, right. I'm not talking about content creators that know their stuff, that do their research, and I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about people who just clout chasing and just take his picture and just throw it up there and don't really know what's going on.
Look like fucked up.
Right. I don't like that shit. And then
that's goofy ass shit.
right, and sometimes I be seeing some of the
Clickbait
titles.
ass shit.
Right, and I be seeing some of the titles they be saying. I'm like, why would y'all? I'm like, damn. I don't get it. I don't know. I would never take nobody's picture and just, unless I'm speaking positive on them, but I just don't like getting likes off somebody's life, especially when they're going through something. There's one thing I learned from Karma and God is don't be the man when they down, or sister, or woman. It's social media. It's things that morally a lot of us wouldn't do if we didn't have social media. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't take Dirk picture and go walking around town and showing it to everybody.
No.
So
right. So why do we
just
do it
because
on
we
our phone?
can don't make it right. That's just my opinion though. So we entitled to our own opinion. To me, I think that's wrong. Taking people's pictures and plastering them all over. So, but that's to those who clout chasers. But anyway, but I just hope he make it through his case, and I hope he get back to his music and get out of the the BS and get back with J. Cole. He's like he was doing good when he was running in that in that vicinity with J. Cole. He's like he was straight.
Yeah.
What happened? So that's what I'm saying. You know more about the
Somebody was saying, I think it was Gilly the Kid or some shit, but it might not have been him. But somebody was saying, like, oh, he did all that shit. Or no, I think it was Whack 100 or some shit. I can't remember exactly who the fuck said it. But anyway, he was like, Oh, so basically he did all that. Get the key. Oh, it was Charleston White. Charleston White
Oh.
was who said it. He was like, oh, he did all this bullshit to get the key to the city and did all my life and
Right.
all that shit to make it look like he was pushing peace and changing.
I think he was. I think he was.
Too. Because
I think he
music
was,
after
man.
that is all about that.
But he's young. I know how it is when you can be young,
And he knows
man.
how to play the industry. So look, of course, the music that he's gonna drop is gonna talk and reference the things that the media and the people, his fans, have been
and listen to what
talking
he's saying
about.
in his lyrics.
Exactly. He ain't doing, bro. I don't think he did that shit really. Like,
It's like artists be doing so well until that industry get involved, and then the shit get mixed and mangled.
I really think he when Vaughn died, he was like, oh shit, I can't fuck around anymore.
Right.
Like, I gotta do this shit.
Yeah.
Like, he lost not only his brother, now he lost Vaughn.
And people probably blaming him for it and all that.
A lot of people did, yeah. A lot of people saying he sacrificed him.
I hope, and you know what? I don't see. I'm trying not to be too much of a conspiracy theorist, but I swear that happens a lot. How many artists do we know that got somebody close to them that died? And I'm talking all of them.
A lot.
Male or female.
Too many.
Yes. And one thing I pay close attention to is patterns.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps
like
happening.
all them artists from Empire Records that have died. Almost like every fucking artist. What the fuck? They're definitely sacrificing motherfuckers.
And the list goes on and on. I mean, I ain't trying to pick on Ice Cube, but 6 people died on Friday. 6 people
died.
6 people
out of the people
from that movie
Friday?
died.
Wow. How? What?
Now I ain't saying. I'm just. I know.
I'm just like looking at
I'm
it
speculating.
objectively. Take it with a grain of salt. Like,
Right.
If that is true, that's wild.
What I'm speaking on is patterns.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps happening, and whether it's
like,
a celebrity.
We know about the Bohemian Grove, and that's like a real thing where celebrities and the most powerful celebrities and politicians meet up and sacrifice people to Baphomet.
Kings of Comedy. Who died?
Bernie.
Pattern. See what I'm saying? Who blew up after he died? Cedric, Steve, D.L. Hughley. They all had talk shows. Sitcoms.
They were already big, though.
They were.
Way before he died.
They were.
Though. But do you think, like, ultimately, the reason why they all got that fame?
I'll leave it at
the sacrifice.
I'll leave it as a coincidence.
Like the penultimate, not the penultimate, but like the.
If I had to dissect that situation,
the penance or whatever,
I would take Cedric the Entertainer out of there. I would take D.L. Hughley out of there, and I'm sorry, there's one person left. He would be.
So then that would be why Eazy-E died.
Another pattern. I told you. The list goes on and on. All the way back to Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
Biggie.
Tupac and Biggie.
How many celebs have we heard went crazy on drugs, rehab,
Britney
Spears? Well, and I know we kind of getting off hip hop, but I'm just speaking on the pattern. Robin Williams killed himself. How many celebrities have we? Exactly. How many celebrities have we heard kill themselves? What the fuck is going on? You know what I mean?
Right. Like, clearly it's something behind the scenes.
I don't want to get too off track, but I'm just saying, hey, when you observe, like I say, you run across truth sometimes, connect dots, I don't know, man. Those in the comments, let me know. How can we maintain and thrive without getting mixed and mangled, keeping ourselves straight, mind, body, and soul? Real talk.
Word.
All right, I'm gonna name. You got some more artists? I'm gonna name some of these artists.
I got plenty of artists.
Yep.
Go ahead.
All right, I got Ed Lover. Ed Lover's not an artist, but he knows a lot about Tupac. He was best friends with Tupac, and we were speaking on Nas here a minute ago, my son and I. Because we have discussions off the mic. We was talking so good. I was like, shoot, I got to start recording. We don't miss so. We be talking, y'all. But I got Ed Lover, DMX, rest in peace and in power. And I'm going to speak on Ed Lover, too, what he said about Nas and Tupac. All right. Full Force.
DMX.
Huh? Yeah, rest in peace and power, DMX. We got Full Force. Ain't my type of hype, baby. Ain't my type of hype. Oh, oh. Yeah, I got them. I was watching Kid and Play the other day. Chubb Rock. Treat Me Right. I don't know if people, you know who Chubb Rock is?
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna have to
Wait,
play that
how's it
song
go?
for
I
you.
probably do.
Chubb Rock, rest in peace and in power too. I love Chubb Rock because he was about uplifting people and for the children and stuff like that.
It seemed like a lot of the old school
Mm-hmm.
music was much
Yep.
more positive.
Man, I'm telling you, people love. I'm telling you, most old school anybody my age, trust me, they love Chubb Rock.
Grandmaster Flowers.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Funkmaster Flex.
yep. I got Kid and Play on here. I used to love their music.
Run DMC.
Yeah, I used to love Kid and Play. Cause they music used to be so fun and doing the last time like this y'all, like
Slick
that
Rick.
y'all, feel the groove. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That way that like I don't know if it was the 808 or whatever that they used to make
Right,
like
right.
That, like the
Right.
bass, like it was just so good, dude. Like,
And Kid could rap. He actually could. To be honest, I wouldn't put them against each other. But if I had to pick, I think Kid had he could flow. He could rap. Play could rap too, but I think Kid had skills. He really did. I even heard a couple of his solo songs he did.
they were both nice with it.
Oh yeah. And I like the route that Play took. He really changed his life and transformed his life. And salute to him for that. Any artist that take their life around and take their life back from the so-called
For real.
Matrix.
Especially from the streets, too,
Yeah.
because and that's something that we see a lot in today with the new
Mm-hmm.
generation. Is a lot of these motherfuckers is getting everything that people want, like their dreams answered in these, the fame and the fortune. They're right there in their 15 minutes. Where if they make these certain moves right, they're them and their families set for life. You know, like they'll be able to make music and record deals and collect off royalties and publishing and do interviews and shit. Play the game.
Yeah, and
fucking excuse me. And then, but they're out here still drilling and gangbanging.
Right.
And getting set up, backdoored by their homies.
Yeah.
And jealous of them and.
They show this generation a different vibe.
Oh yeah, and posting it. It's all over IG. Dude, everybody and their mama's got an Instagram and wants to post what the fuck they're doing. These niggas are literally fully masked up.
Right. I know LeVar Walker said he.
And shit out here talking about some. I'm on my ops block right now. Where these pussies at?
Wow. And I know LeVar Walker said people was like committing murder, like dying right on live on fucking Instagram.
Yes, yep. Full on shootout.
See how bad it's getting? Damn.
On IG Live.
I hate hearing shit like that.
One dude had a live with 4,600 people of him and his homies breaking into an ATM during COVID.
Wow.
At a grocery store. Somebody in that live snitched on him. The cops said in the YouTube video, in the interview, it had it attached to it or whatever. They said within an hour they had caught all of them motherfuckers.
Now that's the good thing about social media. People so damn dumb. They
Right.
need to get caught.
He posted him hitting the ATM with the hammer, like filmed it.
Right.
Then he put the camera back to his face, smiled, put it back to the ATM, and kept hammering.
He wanted to get caught. Does that cry for help?
Like, bro, exactly. It had to have been. Because, like, bro, why the fuck is you doing that? And you got 4,600 followers. You got a rap career.
Right.
You got money, bro.
Right.
That you could easily make out here. And your motherfucking ass is out here trying to break into ATMs and act gangster.
Oh,
nigga.
no. That definitely ain't
Bro?
That definitely ain't maintaining and thriving. That's trying to survive.
Right, like that's moving backwards, bro.
All right, well I got next on the list. I got Kumo D after Kid and Play. I like Kumo D. I'm research him and look him up. He's still looking good too. He don't look like he aged much. I wish he would do something. I would like to see him and LL do something. Remember him and LL had beef back in the day?
Was that because of
How you like me now?
Yeah.
And then LL came back. How you like me now? He took his hook and put it in his song, but he made it faster. How you like me now? I'm getting busier. But yeah, I would like to see them brothers collab. But they still they ain't beefing, but they still kind of on that disagreeing thing. I didn't even click on to. It was a picture of him, of Kumo D on one side, LL on the other side, and then the title was said "You Too Old" or something. But I didn't even click into it, man. I don't want to hear that.
Amazing collaboration.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Y'all up in age. Come on
help
now.
the pushing peace movement.
Yeah.
And everything, bro.
I like Kool Moe Dee.
That's what we need to see, bro. That's what them young niggas is gonna like.
Have you ever heard?
Have
you listened to that song Wild Wild West? Right. Have you heard that song Wild Wild West?
Yeah, of course.
You heard the lyrics?
Mm-hmm.
And he speak on holding his hood down. I was like, I never really listened to those lyrics. I said, you know what? I'm gonna listen to this song, and I want to listen to these lyrics and really hear him. And I was like, wow, he said some dope shit in there. He telling everybody. He said he'll hold his hood down. And he said, we don't use no guns. We use our fists. That's what he was saying in that song. He said,
back when motherfuckers was
he said, if you come to my hood, you going to get bum rushed. He said, we don't play here. He said, we don't use no guns, but we use our hands or some shit like that he was saying. I never really knew what that song was about.
On that Michael Jai White
right.
shit.
It was like, in the song he was saying, he cool, but don't fuck with me at the same time. I like that. So that's what I liked about Kool Moe Dee when I looked that up. The Wild Wild West. Mm-hmm. And the song was really dope. It's like when you really know the meaning of the song, you appreciate it more. Yeah. And then I got this is what the next was on the list was Nas and Tupac, because I did want to talk about that. When I said Ed Lover said he Nas was honorable about Tupac giving Tupac a tribute during his show.
Something recently I think just happened.
So salute to Nas, man, for holding it down, for being an honorable brother.
He's always been a real one.
Yeah.
A real brother.
And he's come through a lot of adversity. You know what I'm saying? So
survived the streets of New York.
And Ed Lover, even though he's not he does have a little bit to do with hip hop though. He's done what's that show he used to do? Ed Lover and that dude Dre, the big dude, not Dr. Dre, but the other Dr. Dre. They used to have this Rap City. It was Rap City. It was Ed Lover and Dr. Dre, the big heavyset dude. They used to do that show. So. And now everybody used to watch that. Rap City, everybody used to watch that. So, shout out to Ed Lover.
First shows that had like rap music
videos
and shit.
Yep. Well, shout out to Ed Lover and Dr. Dre. I wonder where he at, the big dude he used to host with. I wonder what he doing these days.
I thought it was like Shock Dre or some shit.
I know it had Dre in it.
Something like that.
Yeah. But salute to him, even though he's not an artist, he's had a lot to do with hip hop. He used to
part of the culture.
That show they did got a lot of artists on, got them viewed, was able to use that platform to get a lot of artists known. I like Yo Yo and that song she did with Tyrese. What do you like? Right before we get it started. What do you like? Something like that. I can't remember how it goes, but something like that. I always like that song. Yeah.
I remember that shit. Dude, that shit was funky as hell.
Yep. What do you like?
I didn't know that was
right before we get it started. It was in the video.
What?
Yep.
I never saw the video.
Yep. Wow. I can't remember how it all go, but it's something like that. Yep. And the beat is awesome. And Yo Yo just flowing on that motherfucker. Killing that shit. I always love Yo Yo. Salute to Yo Yo. See, Lil Durk, we already got him. I put this is an old list too, because still got Rich. Well, I'll say it anyway. Rest in peace and in power, Rich Homie Quan. Forgot this is that list that he was on. Because these are some names I never got to. And Kwame is an old artist. I don't know if you probably never heard of him, but that's back on the high top fade days. He used to have a high top fade with a gold streak in the front.
Damn.
Yeah, and he had this song called The Rhythm, and he used to go doom 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 doom, and it goes The Rhythm. And I'm gonna let you hear it. He was dope. And he had one of them smooth, slick Rick type voices. Real smooth. Just call him Kwame. That was back in the Rap City days and the Rap City the Basement and all that stuff. What was this other dude? Freddie something. They used to do hip hop. There's so many of them back then. And you remember Tigger? There used to be a host of Rap City the Basement. His name was Tigger. Rap City the Basement. Oh, I gotta give a shout out to but that was some of the artists, brothers and sisters. And I'm gonna let my son get back to his list and get back to talking about, because we talking about new generational artists and golden school. So, but again, I would love to hear LL and Kool Moe Dee, rap, collab. That'd be wonderful, man. Stay away if we can. All my artists out there, stay away from the beef and shit, please, man. I mean, why? Why do we need beefing? Why? Especially if you got yours, you got yours. Other artists got theirs. You both great artists. And this kind of goes to Kendrick and Drake. Man, just do y'all music. Focus on your craft. Stay away from the beefing, please. So, all right, I want to give a salute to 5 Plus VE, which does. I've spoken on this before, and his name is Brotha Cole. He does embroidery, and let's see, I got it on my phone. He does letters on hats and sweaters, and I spoke on this before, and actually I'm gonna put it in the end screen. It's called 5 Plus VE. So 5 Plus small, I think it's small cap letters VE. And the contact is at creativehouse.com, www at 5creativehouse.com.
And also, we have EBX, Big EBX, and Lord Lamont merchandise.
Yep, we do.
Interested,
yep, and
shirts, hats,
yep,
whatever, just,
yep, he does hats, sweaters. I think he does whatever. Yeah, long.
And we got you.
Yeah, he does garment, embroidery, screen print. Yep. So thank you, my brother Cole. His name is Cole. I've been around this brother, didn't even know his name. I had to ask him one day. I said, bro, what is your name? Cole. Big dude too, so I call him Big C. So salute to Big C, Big Cole, 5 Plus VE. So if you ever see banners or thumbnails with the sweaters and the hats with the name like EBX Cares on it, that's who did it. And because I told him I was gonna give him a shout out. And I got my son some gear with Lamont.
Lord Lamont
yep.
Gear.
Lord Lamont gear.
If you want.
Yeah, we might down the road. We and if I ever do look to, sell it or whatever, it would be cheap. It won't be nothing expensive or nothing. It just be, it'd be just something, because some people, I think they'd be overpricing. But that's just my opinion. I'm not throwing off on nobody. Everybody have their own thing. But me, I wouldn't charge much if I did.
We can work with you on the price.
Yeah, but I'm not really looking for money. I'm just looking to lift up and help us maintain and thrive as we are doing. So we're going to take a little.
If you want to show your support.
Right. Show your support anyway. But right. Liking and commenting, and take some, if you hear anything positive out of what we say, share it to someone else, as I always say. But I guess we'll take a little break. I'm gonna let my son come back and finish out his little list, and we might vibe a little bit more on maintaining and thriving, because we really didn't touch on it too much. But that's definitely, we gotta have, what are some ways that we can maintain and thrive in this life? For one, make sure we're healthy in our mind.
That's
questions. And not let outside things sway us from things we want to do in this life.
Focus is key.
Yeah. And
belief is key. Belief in oneself.
Be cool, right? Be cool, be nice, but not to the point where we're stupid. We
never be gullible or naive.
Yeah, I've learned that.
Always keep an open eye and an ear to the soil.
As long as you ain't hurting nobody, the hell with what people say. Just as long as we ain't hurting ourselves and nobody else. We can't let what person, place, or thing say to stop us from maintaining and thriving. I've learned that. Yeah. Because I tell you, my son, Lord Lamont, is very strong. And he's proven it. Real talk. He had literally 5 years to prove how strong he was, sitting right here before me. And he walked the streets of Milwaukee, which can be tough. Wintertime and everything. Still sitting right here in front of me. So that
I owe it all to the Lord above.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Maintaining, and he's still thriving. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about.
I look at it as a lesson.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll get back shortly after this intermission.
Yep. Let me see. What I wanted to play, because I wanted you to hear this song, Lord Lamont. Let me see. Yep, and we'll be back, brothers and sisters. We just gonna take a little intermission. I can see we vibing long on this one. Yep. So keep maintaining, brothers and sisters, and all my artists out there. Stay with it. And we're gonna take this break. It's kind of a long one, but we're gonna take a break, and I'm gonna play a song that many of you have probably heard. My son ain't really heard this song, so I'm kind of playing it for him. All right, so I went in on this song, and this is called "This Is Not Rap, Selling Our Soul." Man, never. So if you gotta do things that that's not morally right, hey, that ain't art. That's not music. Music comes from the soul, something we love passionately, and we're not compromising ourselves to do it. So I went in on this song and I freestyled it. So it's how I feel, and my son also. So we'll be right back, brothers and sisters. All right, salute.
Yeah. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Selling your soul. Where they do that at? Shit ain't got nothing to do with rap. Selling your soul. Where they do that at? Where they do that at? Shit ain't got nothing to do with rap. I wanna go back to the old days and get amazed, yeah, in the old days. A real music, yeah, get it out the up your soul. And I tell a motherfucker, yeah, fucking selling their soul. Yeah, ungrateful, man, they starting for money, man, cause motherfuckers turning funny. Where they do that at? I don't give a fuck with the stack, man. I'm true to myself, I'm proud to be black. BLACK, that's what be when I stay up on this beats. I got to be the beast. I done been through a lot of things. This is why I sing. I'ma stay smart, intelligent. I never go insane. People out there look up to me. So I try my best up in this life to stay free. Got no time meant to be blind. We gotta see. Because it's enemies trying to get me. And I stay smart, that's how I'm going far. Don't care about no money, have fame, man, or be no star. I got my health is my fucking wealth. I don't give a fuck about no enemy, but I care about everybody else. That's family to me. And how I get it, why I get it on these beats. On this MIC, gotta stay me. You can call me E. Man, this life has made me. This why I fuck a fucking beast. Yeah, forgive me for my language, but I got the range and I'm came and I'm changing it. The game and it's a motherfucking shame. Motherfuckers selling this shit and so it's a fucking lames. Where they do that at? The motherfuckers selling their soul. Yeah. Where they do that at? It's the same old shit. That shit ain't got nothing to do with no rap. You selling your soul and giving your ass. Where the fuck they do that at? This shit ain't got nothing to do with rap. Yeah. My great creator, forgive me for what I say in my language, but it's pissing me off what they do in the hip hop today. Some people take hip hop for granted.
All right, real talk. I mean every word of that, cause like I said, my son and I, we are very passionate about hip hop. Real talk.
Donald?
So yeah, so that's how it goes. Real talk. Excuse me, sorry about that. Yeah, so I freestyled that, and I can't freestyle all the time, but when I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. Some people can do it naturally. Me, I have to do it when I'm feeling it in that zone. You couldn't even hear that song, could you?
I heard it. I heard every word.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why is it not playing? All right, we back. Oh, let's look this up again. Thing acting up. All right, you want to start on the rest of your list? Then we gonna sign out here in a minute, brothers and sisters.
Yeah. So I've got Lil Xan. He's kind of a new age rapper. Well, not kind of.
What's his name again?
A new age rapper, Lil Xan.
Lil Xan?
Lil Xan.
Lil Xan. Gotcha.
Another Xan artist, or not Xan artist, another Lil artist. But the reason I mentioned him is he's another alternative hip hop artist. A different. He really has a different take on hip hop, but it's still really good.
Right.
And I really think it exemplifies the new generation. I got Lil Pump. Lil Pump totally was a G, the way that he pimped Sony Universal out of their money because they tried to play him out of most of his like royalties and publishing with the shitty contract. But he
some of them are following me on X, like Universal Records, Atlanta Records. I've actually had like, I don't know who they are, but somebody from Illuminati tried to get me to follow them on Instagram. I blocked the shit out of their ass.
It's probably just a fake account.
I don't know, but I ain't following shit that say Illuminati on it.
Right.
It had a unanimous face, and it said, "Come join us." That's what it said. I had a virtual middle finger. Fuck you. I'm good. I'm with my God.
Right.
I work for mine. I don't care how. If it took
That'd
me a
be
lifetime.
wild if it was, but it was probably just a scammer. But if it was the Illuminati, like actually,
Cause I
that's
always
crazy.
go on people's. I'm gonna let you finish your list. I always go investigate, and if it's something don't look right, I block them. I don't want that energy. Stay the fuck away from me.
Exactly.
So, yep. So who's next? I wanted to speak on the little. Why everybody always say little? I'm sick of this. Everybody little. Why can't it be big? Why it be Lil Durk and Lil Wayne and what can it be Big Wayne and Big Durk and all that? I was speaking on that earlier. Why everybody always use that word
Yeah,
little
I
or
know,
little
right?
or lil, Lil. Nothing against it. I just always wondered.
Now
Yeah.
they spell it different and shit.
Right. Go ahead. What other artists you got?
NBA young boy.
NBA young boy. Okay.
You know, he's built a legacy. He's another
Now,
genius businessman.
now these artists you're naming, do they have positive music too? I know we're gonna do the gangster and the thug and some of that, but is some of it positive? Because everything can't be motherfucking. I was cussing. You see, I was cussing in mine, but I had an agenda. I was talking about something.
Every artist that I've mentioned here has at least one positive song.
Oh, you gotta have more than one.
And a lot of them, yes. A lot of them have a lot of, and an overall positive message. King Von does. I got, of course, rest in peace, long live V-Roy, King Von. We got King Von on here, man. We got Young Ace, Julio, rest in peace.
Because I always said I wish Lil Wayne would have made more songs like that song How to Love.
Yeah,
that was a great song. I was like, I wish I could tell Lil Wayne, man, you need to make more songs like that. I'm telling you, if he made more songs like that, that would change his whole fan base. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That song was dope. It was dope. How to Love.
He kind of already has everybody though.
Oh yeah, everybody. I mean, I'm always gonna like Lil Wayne.
I've never met a person that said Lil Wayne's trash.
Right.
I've
Me
never
neither.
met a person that
And
said
everybody want to collab with him. He's collab with everybody. Yeah.
he's the mixtape messiah. The
Yeah.
motherfucking.
Remember when he first came
best
out?
mixtape artist easily.
Yeah, when he first came out, he was wildfire, wasn't he? That
Bar
first.
after track after track.
Yeah, he was hitting them. Yeah.
400 songs.
Yeah.
Just pure fire. Where he was just the best rapper alive. Nobody was fucking with him.
Yeah.
Easily.
You imagine him and Pac together.
And he could have kept going. Him and Pac together would have been amazing.
Oh hell yeah.
He was so good that fucking Tech-9 didn't want to rap with him because he would have outshined Tech-9.
I got a story from Tech-9, and I don't know if I told you that story. I said on the podcast.
I think they have made music now, but I'm talking about like Prime Wayne, the other people who were considered greatest rappers of all time at that time, I'm not gonna lie, they all seemed to me like they was low-key scared of Weezy, because they was all like, how the fuck is this nigga just leaned out, perked out like this?
And he don't write his rhymes.
And just spitting shit, talking about some nigga, I ain't writ a rhyme in 15 years, nigga, because it's all in my head, nigga, I ain't got time for that shit, nigga.
And that leads me with the Tech-9 said. Tech-9 said he had an experience with Tech-9. Oh, no. He had an experience with Lil Wayne and some of the other guys. He said he walked in the studio and they all were looking up. And he said, what the hell they looking at? He said they all were looking up. And Tech-9 said he looked up. He's like, what the fuck they looking at? And Lil Wayne looked down and looked at one of the other artists. He said, you think this sound good? He's like, yeah, use that. He said that's how he get his lyrics. He said he would look up and that was like a form of his meditation, and that's how he would get his lyrics. And then he would gather them or whatever and then get in the booth. I was like, wow.
Shit. That way he
Tech-9 said he thought that was kind of dope.
On just the music. That's cool. Like,
yeah.
Using looking up in himself as an anchor. I totally get it.
Right. Yep.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope as hell.
And even though I'm not a real big fan of Jay-Z, that's how he does. He can do that. He can sit there and listen to a beat and mumble.
He bobs his head.
Yeah, he get the mumbling it and he comes up with the words. That's unique. That's unique.
That's fire.
That's a talent you can't take away from him. I mean, he has that skill.
Juice WRLD was good at that. That's a new generation rapper.
Yeah.
That was really
Say his name again.
Juice World.
Juice World. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He was one of those freestylers like that.
That's another artist that broke my heart.
I
hated seeing him going. Just went through so fucking much,
he really
man.
did. So
Damn.
quick too. Fame did not do him justice.
Right, man.
He was already like depressed and manic and like fucked up mentally.
Yeah, man.
And traumatized.
And all his pictures, he look all sad in them.
Yeah, he did not need all that access to all that.
And he was so young.
His friends and the people around him literally should have manned up and like been like, bro, please.
And that's what's most important in these rap circles. They need to have somebody in their corner like, look, man, come on, go this way.
If one person would have been like, Juice, bro, maybe you shouldn't
be
fucking pills, my nigga.
Right, man.
And just chill out, bro. I know it's hard right now. You're fucked up. Shit's, but look at all these blessings.
But let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. What caused it? What caused that behavior? What caused him to take all them pills?
A lot of it, I think it was women and bad relationships. He was one of the types of people that was raised by his mom. People, when you're a man raised by a woman, you usually have more of like
I can agree with that.
Connection.
Yep. I can totally agree with that 100%.
With women.
Yep.
So it
you are
makes
so right.
for a lot stronger of a relationship, usually.
You are so right.
Passionate.
Because a woman can't raise a man like a man can. You right.
Exactly.
I can't do nothing but agree with that. Yeah, you're right.
So, like, so...
I've experienced it. You've experienced it. You're right.
Men
even though...
like that and women's like that's craziness when they're, like, in love feeds off of each other so profoundly because of the understanding of emotions.
I always say, I used to joke at work, look what happened to King Kong. You see what happened to King Kong? See what happened to him over a woman?
Right.
If King Kong can't handle no woman, what the hell we think we... Right. Unless we find somebody that we compatible with, then that's different. Shit. Yeah. Well, we're going to get ready to sign off here, brothers and sisters. And I don't know, how do we maintain? How do we...
Oh, yeah, we need to speak up.
Yeah, because my son has been through some stuff. Right. I
don't want to maintain. I want to thrive. I don't want to stay still. I want to go forward.
Well, one of the most powerful ways I think to maintain and thrive and stay intact with oneself is you got to deflect things around you that suck from you. That, as I heard a brother say, Lance said that. Yeah, I mean, it sounds all cosmic, but when you experience it, how people can be, especially in these times, it's sad, but it's like, and you can't say yes to everything. I'm learning that is sometimes you feel guilty, but you gotta say no sometimes, in order to thrive in this life.
Absolutely.
And that goes for music.
You gotta say no when it's healthy for you to say no. You gotta always stand up for yourself.
I know one thing. If I did happen to have some kind of access in the music industry or whatever, I wouldn't fuck with nobody. I'm sorry. I would be solo dolo. I wouldn't want nothing from nobody. I would, cause you got like, who's a celeb I can use for an example? Keanu Reeves. You notice you don't see Keanu Reeves in the media very much.
No, but you be seeing him around New York City though.
Exactly, but you don't see him in interviews hardly. Who else? Lauryn Hill.
He's on Jimmy Kimmel every now and
right.
again.
Lauryn Hill, you don't see her all over.
John Wick was out.
Right.
Was about it.
That's the only time you see him when a movie coming out.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's some rappers, artists, celebs, they're able to do that. Able to maintain and thrive through the mix to that. I mean, I don't wonder how they're able to do that. Denzel's another one. He's able to escape some of the toxic things of the industry.
Always had a positive image.
He got a he got a YouTube page. He got a motivational.
He's funny as hell too.
Yep, I listened to some of his speeches. He be having some good positive stuff too.
Yeah, I know. And when he gets to talking those long speeches, his voice is just perfect for it. So it's always just. Man, you put some trumpets and shit behind that shit. And
he could almost be president, couldn't he?
Easily.
He could be president.
Or a speaker for the fucking president.
He definitely could be a politician.
Because, damn, bro, that motherfucker got the gift of gab when it comes to speech. His delivery.
They wouldn't like old Denzel, though. Yeah, so all right, brothers and sisters, that was a few artists that we wanted to speak on, and a little bit of the maintaining. We spoke a little bit of maintaining and thriving in this life. You know, we had to study on ways to maintain, because it's good to thrive, to get to a place of peace and be stable and all that, but you know, things can catch us off the left when we're not aware. You know what I mean? So we're gonna sign on out of here, and again, folks, just do whatever it takes to maintain our mind, body, and soul. And you want to say something positive? I know you gotta go to the old John. You want to give him something positive before we out, and I'll say a few things, and I'll sign us on up out of here. This has been another edition of Father and Son Discussion and Hip Hop What Ifs. Maintain, brothers and sisters. Do whatever it takes righteously, brother, sister, family, artists, man, to thrive. Thrive in this life. Don't survive. Tell them something powerful, Lamont.
Much love and light. May you always be blessed in prosperity. And stay focused and believe in you.
That's right. And all those things right there is what'll make us thrive and maintain. So to the next Hip Hop What Ifs. And we're going to have, like I said, book sessions. Look for more father and son discussions, music. And sometimes it'll be book sessions with my son, Lord Lamont, and sometimes it'll be by myself. So look for that, because we want to get into reading. You know, we're going to get deeper into this thing. You know, we talk about some of the things of the world and not too many trends. You know, we try to focus on the core and why certain artists do what they do. And rest in peace and in power to artists that are not with us. Brother or sister, L'Oreal Lyrical, may she rest in peace and in power. You'll be hearing music from her, my son, Lord Lamont, and myself. And just stay thriving out there. You know, my generals, family, brothers and sisters all over the world. May you please keep that ultimate peace in your part of the world, wherever you are right now. Salute.
Yeah, salute.
You heard that? He said salute. Lord Lamont said salute, y'all. All right, we out. To the next one. Keep thriving, my generals.